is that you are an individual and you shouldn't have to... What the fuck? You shouldn't have to explain. I was in the dark. You've been keeping me in the dark. Hey guys, so today I'm talking about the thing that people usually say who don't have stretched ears, piercings, or don't have tattoos on their arms or on their hands. And what they always say, and that is, are you still going to like those when you're 80, or there's going to be one day where you're not going to want those anymore, and how are aren't you afraid of how you're going to look with stretched ears and tattoos when you're like 80 and all wrinkly and stuff? And usually what I say is yes, absolutely. But I mean, people's minds change all the time. Like, you can easily, if you're watching this, remember, like, 2 years ago you were probably into way different things maybe, or like 5 years ago. People are always changing, so I don't know, I might change. I might, 5 years from now, want to be washed up like you, working a job in an office and not really expressing myself in any sort of way other than to make some Monopoly money. But, I could turn out like that, where I don't want to be a complete individual. Or I could remain the way I am and embrace the fact that I have oddities on my own body. I am covered with oddities. Are accessorizing my body by putting these things on them. So my body isn't as it was when I was born. It is now different. It has modifications, and that's what body modification is. Just give them a straight answer. Or ask them even, are you happy with the choices you've made in your life? Is every choice that you made a perfect choice? No, it's not. Not every choice you made is perfect. Taking a bite out of a raw potato. That's a huge mistake. It just isn't good. It's not horrible. It's just a mistake. There's no real huge reason. Like, people will even ask me, what do these tattoos mean? They mean that I like to have tattoos. Is that good enough? No, of course it's not. For most people, I like to have them. I like to have these things on my body because, for me, that literally looks interesting to me. It looks interesting to have colored ink in my skin. That's pretty awesome, and I like that. I don't need to give you a detailed reason. Well, this tattoo means that I'm going to have the diamonds. I grew up and my parents were killed by diamonds, and now I have a diamond tattoo on the top of my hand, which means that I have conquered the diamonds. No, I don't need that. You don't need that at all. So that's all I really need to say about that. If you want to have gauges, I called them gauges. Oh God, no. Stretched ears. People in the ear stretching community go, they're not called gauges. They're not called gauges. Words are fucking relative, man. What does love mean? What does hate mean? What does gauges mean? Okay, I know what gauges means, but seriously, who cares? It's obscure, whatever. So my gauges, I want them. If you want them, and if you want tattoos, if you want your skin to be marked with a different color, which is awesome, that if you think it looks awesome to have them, then that's good enough, man. Live your life without regretting too much. Now that I have these, I can't go, why I don't want them anymore. I'm not going to do that at any point in my life, because if I do that, that's just like a bitch move. Make people think that they proved me wrong or something, but they didn't at all. Anyways, I don't need to pretend that, because I got them. What the fuck am I talking about? And if you want to go to the limits and have your eyeballs tattooed, crazy eyeballs, or have your tongue split, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a good night. This is